Hey guys, Incoherence here, and we are back with our Charlemagne campaign. And we've got Charlemagne, the main man himself, outside the walls of Agen. I say walls of Agen, but of course the walls are in fact the shields of these troops here. We are going to assault the town in just a moment, but first I think we want to sail all the way over to Franconia. Because... oh, I kind of overshot it there. Our army, led by Berther, Pepin's Chosen, that's the army, had to march out of Würzburg to annihilate a rebel army, and we have done that, and now the public order is a bit of an issue. We're at negative 60, and we are only increasing by positive 1 per turn. And taxes are a huge burden on our people, but we can't reduce the taxes because we have to support all of these armies that we've got going, and we need those armies to fight all of these multi-front wars. We've currently got, you know, this technically 2 wars now, a 2-front war in the north here. We've got to defend Agen from the Angrians and the Frisians. We have to recapture Utrecht, and then the Saxons still haven't declared war again, but at the very least, I mean, that's good for us because we don't have to deal with them right now. But the Angrians are definitely making me angry. They are a pain in my side. I want Charlemagne to end the war in the south here very quickly. All he need do is capture Agen and then move on to Bayonne, because these guys do not have an army. We just captured Bordeaux, and once we get both of these territories, we will have completed the Duchy of Gascony, which would be a great boon to our kingdom. Anyway, we'll jump in here. We have 2,500 brave Franks to march against these Aquitanians. There's exactly 2,000 of them in this settlement, and I don't know, this might be difficult. The towers are always a pain. Anyway, I think we'll head in right now. We'll slay these guys, probably molest their women as well, because that's kind of the par for the course. You know, you go in somewhere, you kill all the men, sell the children into slavery, then you slaughter their pigs, and also you mess up their bed sheets. I mean, like, you go into their closet, they've got all their clothes nicely folded, you just throw that on the ground, because this is war. Anyway, we're going to march into battle here. I will see you guys on the battlefield. So here we are outside of Agen. We're going to try to penetrate in through here. Well, that's kind of annoying. They've actually set up a barricade. I was hoping that we could kind of bypass this tower and head up through here, perhaps, because we have a secondary force as well who is going to try to bust through where this tower is. And speaking of that tower, what we want to do is set our archers to use flaming arrows, and they're going to try to do a bit of damage there. I don't know how close they're going to have to get exactly. I've also hidden Charlemagne and his heavy cavalry over in the woods here, because I want him to potentially flank these levy spearmen if we need to, because that would be a great boon. We could freak those guys right the fuck out. They wouldn't know what hit them, and we could continue on our merry way. Now, this tower here is left completely undefended. I think, if I'm not mistaken, my skirmishers have like a capture bonus. No, I think that's... I'm thinking of the Ostrogoths, actually. So what we'll do is we will move with our infantry, all of our infantry, that is, and we will advance. We could possibly circumnavigate that barricade, I'm not sure. I don't know what the fuck my skirmishers are doing. What the hell? What in the fuck are you doing, my friends? Please. Just go and... oh, I see. They're killing peasants. Now's not the time. Just go and capture that tower for me, would you please? Maybe if we can burn this tower down. Oh, it's gonna take fucking forever. I just know it. I feel like fire is very ineffective. Well, actually, no. That's gonna be quite quick. I just remember trying to burn down ships in Attila. It's just very depressing. It doesn't work at all. Okay, so we're going to use our missiles to scare the ever-loving fuck out of these militia units. They are, of course, very lightly armored, so we can deal with them easily. We can advance with our spears and our swords as well. I don't want to get caught up too much in this choke point here. I just want to tear down these towers so that we can easily move on. Unfortunately, It looks like my skirmisher cav is taking quite a few casualties taking this. Possibly should have used some spears instead, but we'll go and tear down that barricade. I don't know. My skirmisher cav will... What the hell? We're capturing this tower as well? Bizarre. Okay. My skirmisher cav is kind of an expendable unit in this battle anyway. We're not going to be utilizing them too much. There we go. We've captured the tower, have we? No, we're still en route. Shit. Okay, well, at the very least, we can advance with our spears. Look at this. We're pinning in all of these troops. We have destroyed that tower, and now we can use flaming arrows. Oh, shit, no. That's not what I want to do. I want to concentrate all of my fire in this massive infantry here. That will be great. There we go. We've torn down that tower. And my skirmisher cav has fled. Okay, well, that's just fine. We just need to bust into the courtyard anyway, which should be pretty easy. There's this big open gap here. And then we've got all of our infantry en route. The skirmishers are just going to retreat. Actually, you know what? Let's hold off on sending these guys in because we want to do our best to slay all of these guys in the center here. We'll probably just use regular arrows for now. Flaming arrows, regular arrows, there we go. That barricade is nearly down. We've got some javelins as well that we want to use. Okay, for some reason our skirmishers are fleeing now. I mean, we were getting them to retreat anyway, I don't know. Okay, we're going to move in with our swords to deal with these spearmen, and our archers are going to continue firing at their swordsmen if possible, and our javelins definitely need to assist there. Okay, so they're actually going to advance on us because we broke down that barricade, so we're going to have to get involved there. I don't know if we're able to hit these guys from here. Maybe we can fire into their rears. Okay, maybe these... I don't know, what do we want to do with these skirmishers right now? Who's running my skirmishers? Yes, we know. I want them to fucking retreat off the field. Jesus Christ. Maybe we can take down the skirmisher cav? I don't know. Oh shit, my archers are firing directly into my exposed flank. Not ideal. Who has been detected? Oh, my archers. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we can fire on their infantry. That would be great. We can pull our spears out, maybe? I don't know. Is there any way around these units? No, probably not. Probably not. Okay, my archers. Who is running? Fuck. I know they're running. Jesus Christ, I wanted them off the field, you fucking loon. My god. Okay, my spears are not doing nearly as well against the general there as I was hoping. Maybe now's the time to initiate Order 666. We're gonna storm in with all of our cavalry and flank the ever-loving fuck out of these guys. That would be great. We're losing quite a few spears on this slope here due to not my javelins, I don't think. No, it doesn't seem so. I don't know. What the hell's going on here? I don't know. Very bizarre. Okay, well. How are these arrows being received? Quite well, it seems. my troops are very pleased to see arrows from our side landing on their heads. It's great. Okay, we're going to advance with our swords, who are not doing so well. I think they're receiving a lot of casualties from these arrows, which is just fine because we will soon be in the walls here. My Franks are going to chase down those skirmishers. Skolacav is going to compress these guys, and Charlemagne's going to head into the courtyard as well to support this spear unit. I think my archers are going to stop firing for now. And there we go. We're going to advance with our swords into the courtyard. Our spears on this flank are going to take out those skirmishers. Okay. Actually, we need some swords to reinforce here. There we go. Okay, so our spears have given up on this flank. So, oh shit. My archers don't know what they're doing. As for my skirmishers, they're out of ammo, so we're going to try to retreat. My cavalry is not doing so hot against these skirmishers, it seems. Looks like they received a volley or two. Okay, well, at the very least, we're going to flank around these guys. We need to receive that charge. I think the courtyard is pretty much ours at this point. We just need to chase these guys out with our units and trap them. Our swords are unfortunately receiving a charge from the skirmisher cav. I wanted my spears in there. Both units of spears. Didn't seem to happen though, unfortunately. Okay, well, we are going to charge Gistamar, and hopefully we can tear him apart. And there go my fucking spears. Let's engage with our skirmishers, perhaps, to keep those guys occupied. Charlemagne himself is going to be doing quite well against Gistamar, I think. Although there are spears right there, our swords are going to be getting involved to counter them. And, shit, we're not... Okay, well, we did break them, actually. I was going to say, we're not doing as well as I'd hoped on this flank. Our swords need to get involved. There we go. Yeah, we'll fire into the rears of those guys. Charlemagne is doing quite well. Him and his Frankish knights have torn down Gistamar. And now we just need to intervene with our swords here. Actually, let's hold off and do a bit of arrow. We'll shoot him up with arrows a bit. How's that? I was gonna say we'll do a bit of arrow slinging, which doesn't really make sense. We're also gonna bring our Skolacav up just in case. Charlemagne lost a lot of troops retreating from that combat. My gosh. Okay, well, we're gonna sling some fucking arrows up here. There we go, volley after volley right into the asses of these mercenaries. Mercenary armored swordsmen. I think they're gonna be doing quite well in this combat, but we will engage and then we will flank them. There we go. And I think Agen is pretty much ours at this point. We just need to finalize it. All of our cav. What do we want to do with them? Let's get them out of the city. No, not that way. Jesus. That was almost a fucking massacre. Okay. Our archers and our skirmishers just need to stand by, really. Same with our spears. Let's get them to form a line. And then all of our swords will take care of those mercenaries. There we go. We've won. Decisive victory with the Battle of Agen. We did lose 600 men, though. I thought we lost a little more men than I would have liked. I mean, we did lose nearly an entire unit of skirmisher cav. We lost 30 men out of both Charlemagne's unit as well as one of those Frankish knight units. But that's okay. Now we can tear their wall hangings off the walls, piss on their tapestries. We can take their lemon cakes and grind them into the dirt. It's going to be great fun. We're going to have all sorts of good times as we subjugate the Gascon or Aquitanians. No, we're not going to do that. We will instead, I think we want to occupy. Yeah, we'll occupy. There we go. I was thinking we would loot it, but no, it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem like it would pay off. We only get like 1,000 ducats or florins or whatever the fuck, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so we've occupied Agen, and now we can look at the whole scenario. What do we have? We've got a field, a farm, which makes sense to me because Bayonne and Bordeaux are going to be producing wine. It's a manor, a chapel. All of this looks pretty good. I think we want to repair that farm. Well, we don't have to repair the farm right away. If anything, we'll repair the trade wharf to reduce squalor, increase growth and wealth. Sure. We can increase public order. We can also... No, it doesn't do anything. I think we should repair the manor as well for 220. Sure. Repair the farm. Yeah, we may as well just repair nearly everything, I think, but we won't. Okay, so our army is still going strong. We didn't lose any units permanently. We just need to maybe merge some spears, merge some swords, I think. That would be fine. And then we can recruit 2 brand new units, sword, spear. And, well, some skirmishers would be helpful as well. Actually, maybe skirmisher cav would be better. I don't know. Let's just leave that for now. And we can take a look at Bayonne. We know that there's no army there aside from the garrison, so we could probably march out and capture it before winter falls. We have an entire year to finish this campaign. And when I say campaign, I mean, you know, the string of battles leading towards the defeat of the Gasconians. Okay, how's our war weariness? That's what I want to know. War weariness 1. Or 10%, I should say. Negative morale, negative public order. It's because we keep losing in the north. That's the main reason, I think. But anyway, we are sprinting towards Agen because we want to get there before the Angrians do. Egahard's army is having some issues because we just fought off that big-ass Frisian army outside of Ghent, which does need to be repaired as well. Well, anyway, I think we'll end the turn and we will see what the Angrians do. Now, see, this is hilarious. The Frisians now want a peace treaty after we defeated their only army. So we're going to refuse that, of course, and watch them as they flee to their shithole of a town. Doesn't even have walls. Literally, it's a shithole. They don't have toilets, so they're just passing waste in the ditches. Very, very gross. Okay, we have a rebellion imminent in Austrasia because we keep getting besieged. The Frisians, or rather the Angrians, have marched to attack us in Agen. Our garrison there is not too bad, actually. I wonder if maybe we should just... Should we, I think we ought to attack them, actually. We'll just break the assault right away. And we might need some mercenaries to deal with this. Unfortunately, there are none because both the Frisians and the Angrians have hired them, unfortunately. Okay, so we have built a mustering hall in Hallstatt. Hallstatt, which is by Würzburg. Yeah, and we can garrison Hallstatt so that we can actually... Hold on.
Is that all?
We ought to garrison Würzburg because it doesn't have a wall. And now we can actually hire some swordsmen. Let's nix one of these spears. I should have merged that. Oh well. We'll get some swords. 2 units ought to do it. Maybe some skirmishers. And I think that's Bertha's armory, pretty much. So now we should be able to hold Franconia from whatever the Angrians send our way. Actually, I don't know. Half a stack, will that be enough to defeat an army like this? It's hard to say. They employ a lot of melee infantry. Swords, axes. I mean, the spears I'm not too concerned about. Huh. Well, we will deal with it when we come to that. Now, as for... Where is he? Anselm? Anselm, the pig-nosed. I don't know if you guys know this, but Anselm was actually very self-conscious about his nose. That's why he wears that big-ass helmet. Okay, my brother is going absolutely ballistic in Paris because our army is marching like within 100 meters of the walls. You too would be shitting yourself if you...
Commander.
Shitting yourself? You'd be shitting yourself if you saw a big army just outside your city. And in fact, this caravan here, they too are afraid for their lives. They've stopped dead in their tracks because they've seen our Frankish troops moving. No, I don't know. That's some sort of weird bug. Okay. What else is going on? We have recruited in Agen, Egahard. His path is blocked, apparently. And we have resolved the food shortage in Austrasia. Yeah, so apparently there is a rebellion imminent in 2 turns. The biggest problem, I think, is taxes. Can we... We can... what is that? Exempt. We can exempt this region from tax just to prevent it going... prevent it from revolting, because we don't want to have to deal with that on top of the Angrians as well. What the fuck? Okay, there is a... Oh, this is the remains of Pepin's fucking fleet from Bordeaux. Very depressing. He just doesn't know when to quit. Charlemagne is going to march into Bayonne next season. We'll sit here. I'm pretty sure we can reach the city next turn. Yeah, I just want one more turn of replenishment here. Can we disrupt the settlement? No, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. I think Gascony's going to have issues with public order for a little while until we resolve the instability and everything. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to garrison it for a few turns until we move on. I think what we ought to do is talk to Pamplona, get like a non-aggression pact for some gold, perhaps. Demand 600, 300, perhaps. Okay, they like that. Maybe we can trade with them as well. We might not be able to, actually, because we need a land route. They don't have a port. Yeah, we need a land route. Okay. What else is here besides Pamplona? I think Asturias. We were trading with Asturias. Do we have a non-aggression pact?
Most welcome. Your words
okay, we'll get them to pay us for that as well. 600 gold. Okay, rejected. We will sell off a non-aggression pact for 300 ducats or whatever the fuck. And Barcelona. Do we want to talk to Barcelona? We ought to, I think.
Be welcome.
We will get a non-aggression pact.
If you come in peace.
For 300.
If you come.
No, maybe just a non-aggression. Can we trade with them? No. I just don't want to, you know, finish the war with Gascony and then have to shore up this border against, like, Barcelona and Pamplona and shit. That would just really fucking piss me off. As for our brother, I'm still not 100% sure what we need to do. I've purposefully avoided looking up guides as to how to form this empire. I'm pretty sure we need to first consolidate our lands and then declare war on him, and then some scripts will fire. Anyway, what do we want to do? We want to break the siege, I think. I don't think we have time for that, though, so I'm going to end it here. We didn't really do much. We captured Agen. Very brief battle, and now we are marching on Bayonne. We destroyed a rebel army outside of Würzburg, and now we are forming a very powerful army for Berther, so that we don't have to worry about Franconia too much more. Perhaps, actually, we can recapture Frankfurt. That would be stellar, actually. How long does it take to get there? 2 turns. We can recapture Frankfurt as soon as we destroy this Angrian army. And, you know what? We need eyes on the fucking Angrians. So let's move our... Hold on. We've got Regenfried and Louise. I always say Louise. Let's just pretend he's transgender. Okay, so Louise is a cross-dressing spy. The beard is a giveaway. You would think that a person with a beard would be a man, but you're actually mistaken. That is a false beard. And this is, in fact, a Frankish woman. Now, I must ask you to keep your Frankish women jokes to yourself. There are many beautiful Frankish women in our kingdom. In fact, we are the winners 3 times in a row of Miss Europe. 1212 AD, or rather, I guess it would rather be like 768 AD or shit like that. Anyway, we're taking a look at Utrecht. Anselm, the Frisian imposter, and Rudolf, the red-nosed king of Frisia. They're just shaking in their boots because they know we are en route, and they don't want to have to deal with that, so they're going to try to appease us for a while. We could just fucking assassinate. I didn't actually mean to do that, but there we go. We attempted to assassinate for a fuck ton of gold. That was like 500 gold for that. Jesus. Anyway, we will destroy the Angrians outside of Aachen. We will recapture Frankfurt, and then we will put pressure on them. Actually, I take that back. We will probably want to deal with Frisia before we focus on Angria. Although, having said that, we do have another army en route. It will be in Frisia 4 or 5 turns from now, so we could potentially start moving on the Angrians, begin an offensive in the north. That would be fine. Anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't think I mentioned it at the start of the episode as I had intended, but I'm considering ending this series at around episode 10. If you want to see the series continue, you have to leave a like and leave a comment. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to continue. There's no feedback, very low viewership, and there's just better stuff that I can cover right now. There was a recent update to Divide et Impera that also allows the use of the People of Rome mod, which looks extremely interesting, so I would like to cover that. If you are interested in that, perhaps leave a comment. Anyway, if you want to get updates on uploads or anything like that, get in touch with me. You can check the links below. Any social media is fine. Also, if you want more of this campaign, or if you want to watch this campaign to the very end, be sure to come back Monday. I will see you guys later.